Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Yeah guys, yesterday we discussed about Python programming language introduction and we discussed about what is Python and applications of Python and we discussed about Python features and why we are using Python in many industries. We discussed all these and in Python features guys, I want to let you know one more point in Python features. Today I will tell you that point. Guys, please spare some time and listen carefully. Yeah, in Python, guys, we have in Python we have two translators, guys. Two translators. One is Python compiler, guys. One is Python compiler and Python interpreter. Python interpreter, guys. See, guys, we have in Python, we have two translators. One is Python compiler and one is Python interpreter, guys. Coming to Python compiler, guys, suppose we have source program like, guys, we have source program, guys. This is the PC. Here we write some lines of code like int a, print abc, print hello world. We write some lines of code. This is called as source code. This is called as source code, guys. This source code we are by using Python compiler, guys. By using Python compiler, by using Python compiler, this source code is converting into byte code. Yeah, by using Python compiler, the source code is converting into byte code. Guys, listen carefully. Here we need to focus is by using Python compiler, the source code, whatever code we are writing in the system or uh, operating system, whatever code we are writing, that source code is converting into byte format, byte code by using Python compiler. From byte code, we are again by using Python interpreter, by using guys, by using Python interpreter, the byte code is converting into binary code. Guys, once again I will explain you. Listen carefully. Binary code. Binary code. By using Python interpreter, we are converting byte code into binary code. We are converting byte code into binary code by using Python interpreter. And by using Python compiler, we are converting source code into byte code. Source code into byte code by using Python compiler. Byte code into binary code by using Python interpreter. So that's why we call it as Python. In Python, we have two translators. Two translators. One is Python compiler and second one is Python interpreter. At the end of the binary code, we are getting output. This is the output, guys. This is output. Whatever code you written in system, that we call it as source code. First, that source code is converted into bytecode by using Python compiler, and that bytecode is converted into binary code by using Python interpreter, and finally we are getting the result. That is that's why we call it as Python. We have two translators, and again by looking this, we can say that Python is interpreted. Interpreted programming language. Guys, interpreted programming language. Python is also a interpreted programming language. Guys, yesterday we discussed about Python is easy because of simple syntax, free and open source, and dynamical. Python is a dynamically typed language, and Python is a platform independent. In the same way, Python is also a interpreted programming language. I hope you guys know what is Python compiler and what is Python interpreter. Python compiler means it converts source code into byte code, whereas Python interpreter means it converts bytecode into binary code. At the end of the day, we are getting the results from binary code. Yeah, guys. Next we discuss about this is about yesterday's topic. Let's move into new topic called tokens, guys. Tokens. I hope you know what is. You saw in first year BTech. We have C program, right? In C program, we know we have tokens, right? What is tokens? Now let's discuss about tokens. What is tokens and without yeah, guys, see, tokens tokens is a smallest individual element, smallest individual element. Token is a smallest individual element, guys. Guys, suppose we are writing like yeah, we are writing a equal to 10. Yes or no? A equal to 10 and we are writing print a. We are writing print a equal to 10, print a. We are getting the output like 10. Here, why we called file token is the smallest individual element means this is variable name, right? Yeah, first I will explain you what in tokens, how many types we have. Like without the tokens, we are unable to write program, guys. Guys, now I will explain you uh, the the types which we have in tokens. First one is keyword. First one is keywords, and the second one is identifiers, and third one is literals, and fourth one is data types, guys. Data types, and fifth one is operators. Operator. These are the tokens, guys. In tokens, we have keywords, identifiers, literals, data types, and operators. We we told that tokens is the smallest individual element. Suppose if you take a equal to 10, yeah, I will explain about all these identifiers, say keywords, literals, data types in detail later. First listen this example, then you can understand what is tokens, why we call it as smallest individual element, why we call it as smallest individual element. See guys, this is variable name A. We call it as this one is variable name. Variable name A. We are for variable A, we are assigning the value. We are assigning the value. We are assigning value 10. Either it may be integer, it may be float, it may be boolean, and whatever it may be, we are assigning the one value to the variable called a. See guys, this a is variable, right? This variable comes under identifiers. This equal to is then this equal to we call it as operators. Equal operator, greater than operator, less than operator. This comes under operators. Guys, this comes under operators. This value 10 is then we are assigning values like literals, data types. We are storing the value. Okay. Without a token, we cannot unable to write a lines of code or Python code because if we want to write a code, we need keywords, we need identifiers, we need data types, we need operators. Without all these keywords, identifiers, letters, data types, and operators, we are unable to write code. Yes, or no? I hope you understand what is token. Why we are calling the smallest individual element? This A is one element. This equal to operator is one element. This value 10 is one element. All these smallest elements are combining together. Then only the code is built. Yes or no? That's why we call it as tokens is the smallest individual element. Without tokens, guys, without tokens, without tokens, we are unable to write code. Without tokens, we are unable to write code. Without tokens, we are unable to write code. By using tokens only, we have to write code. In tokens, we have keywords, identifiers, literals, data types, and operators. Now, let's get into a deep like keywords. What is keywords? Guys, I hope you understand what is token. Now get into a keywords. What is keyword? I will explain you. Please listen, guys. Yeah, keywords. Guys, keywords is the keywords are language related words. What guys? Keywords is the language related words. Language related words means in Python by default we get one some words na, like in C program you learned that if elif yeah def function def keyword related to function. Yeah, yes or no? I hope you know all these things like class. These are the language related words. We cannot change these words. Yes or no? These are by default in Python itself. By default, we get these related words. These are all called as keywords. This is the keywords. Language related words is called keywords. For example, we can mention if, elif, def, class, all these you can mention. See guys, we have totally 35 keywords guys. In Python, we have 35 keywords. And if you want to know keyword list, we have command called, if you want to know keyword list, we have command called keyword dot keyword dot kw list. We have command, first we have command called keyword syntax, I mean command or syntax. Keyword dot kw list is the syntax to know the keywords. These are the language related words. We cannot modify and we cannot change this. By default, we have to use it. Yes or no? To write a code to simplify the code, we need to use these keywords. We have totally 35 keywords in Python. By using keyword dot kw list, we can uh, it gets the list of the keywords by using this syntax. For example, first we need to import. Guys, I will show you. First we need to import keyword module, import keyword, mm, keyword dot kw list. See guys, these are the keywords language let false, none, true, and, as, asset, async, await, break, class, global, if, import, in, is, lambda, non-local, not. All these are language related words. These are we call it as keywords. We have total 35 keywords. And all these keywords we can slowly, day by day, we can learn all these keywords. In coming session, we are using all these keywords. By using all these keywords, we wrote the code. Yes or no? These are keywords. First, we need to import keyword, and then after keyword.kw list. These are the syntax commands to know the list of the keywords. And one more, and next one is, and also I will let you know one point, guys. A Python is a case sensitive, guys. The word case sensitive means, suppose you just now you saw keywords like yeah, suppose if you take, if you are all aware of if, what is if, you know, if keyword. Suppose we have, if a keyword, if it is written in this format, press on these two are small letters. Suppose if we wrote like capital I and a small f, it will show error. It will show what it shows. It shows error because Python is a case sensitive. That's why we call it as Python is a case sensitive. Case sensitive means whatever keywords we have. Suppose if you wrote small letters in the, or suppose if you write a equal to 10, if you print 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 small a, we have to mention small a only, then only it will print the output 10. If suppose if you mention capital A means, it will show error because we don't have capital A. That's why we call it as Python is a case sensitive. For example, if we take, for example, A equal to 10, guys. You printing the value of A, now you got 10. Suppose if you print capital A, see, it is showing error, right? What it is showing? Name capital A. Capital A is not defined. Did you mean small a? Here we didn't mention any capital A. Here we mentioned only small a. Here also we need to mention only small a. If we mention capital A means we are getting error, right? That's why we call it as Python is a case sensitive. Yes or no? Python is a case sensitive. Uh, coming to next one, identifiers, guys. Identifiers. Identifiers. Identifiers, guys. I hope you understand what is token and what is keywords. Keywords is nothing but language related words. Now let's move into identifiers. What is identifiers? Guys, identifiers in the sense user defined, or we call it as identifiers of user defined words. User defined words. Suppose in keywords we have if, elif, def, class, yes or no. These are the language related words. We have to mention as it is. Suppose in place of def, if you write capital D, E, F means it will show error because it is language related words. By default in Python itself, by default we have to mention like this only, def keyword. Yes or no? In identifiers, these are called as user defined words, guys. User defined words means, um, suppose, mm, same example, I will take same example, a equal to 10, guys. This is the variable, right? This a we have in keywords. No, no, right? I will show you. Mm, here you see, guys. Here we See, here we don't have any A keyword. A. That is user defined. Suppose uh, I will explain you one more example. Mm, here we take it is um, uh, name name equal to name equal to money. See guys, name equal to money. I written name equal to money. His name is, it is not a keyword. It means it is not a keyword. It is not a language related word. It is not a language related word. It is user defined words. We are by with our phone. We whatever name we have to mention, we can mention whatever it may be. These are user defined words. That's why that is called identifiers. Identifiers are user defined words used to identify programming elements. These identifiers are used to identify the programming elements. Here we mentioned a equal to 10. Here the 10 value is identified by using which way? This one. By, by using a, we are identifying a equal to 10. By using, we are identifying by variable a. These are user defined words. I hope you got it. What is identifier? What is user defined words and what is language related words and what is user defined words. Hello guys. Next identifiers. You know what is identifiers, user defined words, and we can in identifiers we can create by using alphabets or we can create by using digits and numbers A to Z. We can create by using alphabets, create by using alphabets. We can create by using alphabets A to Z or capital A to capital Z or 0 to 9. We can use here, here we written small a, name, capital letters N, A, capital A, M, A, capital letters we can write, small letters we can write. We can mention digits also by using alphabets like A to Z or capital A to Z or 0 to 9. We can write identifiers, user defined words. These are called as user defined words, guys. Mm, we have some rules, guys, to create user defined words. We have some rules. Our first rule is it identifier should not be keyword. Identifier identifier should not be keyword. Identifier should not be keyword. See guys, just now we saw user defined words is different, language related words is different. Suppose in place of user defined words, if you keep language related words means it will show error. Yes or no? User defined words means these are using by our own. This language related keywords is nothing but language related words. This comes by default in Python itself. The identifier should not be keyword. We- What, whatever we are creating user defined words, these words cannot be the keyword. Instead of these 35 keywords, we can use any word. Yeah, that is one rule. And it should not start with, it should not start with visit. It should not start with. Suppose I will show you example. With example, I will show you, then you will understand. Yeah, suppose I take an a 8 equal to money. See, syntax error. What is showing? Cannot assign to literal here. Maybe you mean double equal to instead of. See guys, the identifier. It is identifier. It is here we mentioned the a equal to money print a. What it shows. What it shown guys. See here we are. It is user defined word. That's why we call it as it is a is an identifier. Here in role what we mentioned that in role we mentioned that it should not start with digit. It should not start with 0 to 9. If it is starts with 0 to 9, it will show error. It will show error. And one more point of what I said, identifier should not be keyword. Suppose suppose if we use in place of identifier, if you suppose if I use if keyword, if equal to if equal to money, so see guys, what is showing invalid syntax because this if is the keyword, if is language related word. I already mentioned that I already mentioned that in keywords, if is the language related words. That's why we cannot write in the place of identifiers. Here, identifier should not be keyword. If we write keyword in place of identifier means it will show error. It won't start with digit. And one more rule we have, it uh, it only it only allows underscore guys. Except underscore, it won't allow any special characters. It allows only underscore, it won't allow any special characters. Here we can check it. Suppose if I write a name person name equal to money guys. Here I am printing that print name. Guys, so don't worry what I am writing here. Later you will understand what is this print and what is this double quotations. All these you will understand later in further session. Just you observe the what I'm saying here. Like what I said, it only allows underscore. That you concentrate only in this point. Then later you will understand all those things slowly. Here, mm, see guys. Oh shit. 1 second. Here I have name person equal to money, print money. See it is showing money. Here we uh, what I used here underscore. It will support underscore, but it won't support any special characters, guys. Now I will show you person. Suppose if I write at the rate person name equal to money. See guys, cannot expression. Here it is showing syntax error, right? Yeah, that what am told you here. Contain underscore. We can separate values by using underscore. Won't support other special characters. And next we have. I hope you understand what is keywords and what is keywords and what is identifiers. And later next we discuss about literals and data types, guys. Literals and data types. Literals, uh, data types, guys. Yeah, literals and data types, guys. Guys, to guys, we are in. If you want to write a program, first we need to store some values. Suppose, for example, if you take 10 plus 10 plus 20 equal to 30. Yes or no? If you want this output, yeah, if for question it shows print the output like 30, print sum of the two numbers equal to 30. If you got question like this means you need to take two numbers and you need to print the result like 30. Suppose if you want to take these two numbers, at first you need to store in one variable, right? Without storing variable, suppose you take a equal to 10 and b equal to and b equal to 20. Without storing the value 10 in variable, we cannot perform the operations. We cannot get the result 30 without storing. See, See guys, I hope you understand what is data types and literals. Without storing the value, we cannot we cannot perform we cannot perform the operation. Suppose if you want to perform addition operation or multiplication operation or subtraction, at first we need to store the value. Without storing the values, we cannot perform the operations. That's why we need data types. I hope you understand what is till now what I told you. Mm, these data types. You first you need to store the value of these data types. The data types are used. Data types are used to store the value. To store the value. If we want to perform an operations, first we need to store the value. If you want to store the values in data types, we are able to store the value. By using data types, we are storing the values, guys. Then only we can perform the operations. These are called literals and data types, and I hope you understand. Now you understand. Let's recap till now what I told you. Token is smallest individual element, and in tokens we have keywords, identifiers, literals and data types, and operators. Guys, without tokens we are unable to write code. Without token we are unable to write code. And coming to keywords are the language related words like if, elif. These are comes by default in Python. Python is a case sensitive. In case of small if you write capital I means it will show error. That's why we call it as Python is a case sensitive. And coming to identifiers are user defined words created by using alphabets A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9. While creating identifiers, we have to follow the some rules. Guys. First, first rule is identifier should not be keyword. If you write in place of identifier, if you write keyword, it will show error. It should not start with digit. The identifier should not start with digit. If you start with identifier from 0 to 9, it will show error. It will support underscore guys and it won't support any special characters in identifier. And later you understand that data types. If you want to perform any operation, we need to store the value. If your data types are used to store the values. And 1 second, guys. In data types, guys, in data types, in data types, we have two types of data types. One is fundamental data types. One is fundamental data types. And one more data types is collection data types. Collection data types. One is fundamental data types and one more is collection data types, guys. Guys, fundamental data types means it is used to store one value, guys. It provides memory to store one value, guys. This comes under fundamental data types, guys. And coming to collection data types, by using collection data types, we can store we can store multiple values. We can store multiple values, guys. We can store multiple values, that is called collection data types. And in fundamental data types, we use it fundamental data types reserves memory to store only one value. Guys, I will explain you detail what is fundamental data types and how many types are there in fundamentals, and what is collection data types and how many types of collection data types we have. All these I will explain step by step, guys. Here we have fundamental fundamental data types, guys. In I hope you know what is fundamental data type. It reserves the memory to store one value. In fundamental data types, we have different types. One is int data type, one is int data types, one is float data type, one more is float data types, and one more is boolean data type, guys. One more is complex complex data type, and boolean boolean data type boolean data type, and finally we have none data type, guys. None data type. In fundamental data types we have these types. So these are used to reserve memory for only one value. Int data types and float data type and complex data type and boolean data type and none data type. All these fundamental data types are used to reserve memory for only one value, guys. Only one value. Only one value. That's we call it as fundamental data types. Coming to guys, coming to uh, collection data types. Coming to collection data types. Coming to collection data types, we have we have um, sequence sequence data type, sequence data type, and sets, and we have finally we have mapping. These all comes under collection data types, guys. In again sequence data type, we have um, we have list, we have tuple, we have dictionary, we have string, we have dictionary, list, tuple, string, dict, range, byte array. All these comes under sequence data types. Don't worry, guys. Again, I will explain collection data types in detail. Each and every uh, I will take each and every point and I will explain what is the list, how many types, how to create list, and step by step I will explain you in coming session what is tuple, what is string, how we have to. or I create string, what are the operations we have to perform string. All this I will explain later. Just now I am saying how many types of data types we have. For that purpose, yeah, just I'm showing like examples. Um, we have total two data types. One is fundamental data types and one more is collection data types. Whereas fundamental data types is used to reserve memory for only one value. In fundamental data types, we have int, float, complex, boolean, map. Whereas coming to collection data types, we have sequences data types, state data types, mapping. In sorry guys, in mapping we get dictionary. Not only these three listed tuple string, we have three more, and I will explain detail you later in the conversation, guys. Um, I hope, guys, uh, up to here, I hope you got clarity what is spoken. Yeah, today I studied in Python two translators, right? For Python compiler, Python interpreter. Why we call it as Python is the interpreted programming language, and I hope you understand what is tokens. In tokens, how many types we have, what are the tokens, keywords, hidden values, operators. Operators, guys, we will discuss later these operators. Each and every point I will explain you. I won't miss it. I will explain you later. First, I will complete these fundamental data types. I will explain each and every part in fundamental data types. And next, I will go to operators. We have arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operator. I will explain you all those things later. Up to this, I hope you got clarity on up to this what I mentioned till now. Thank you guys. If you are okay with my videos and my content and my explanation, please subscribe my channel and share to your friends. Definitely, guys, if you follow my channel, I hope I will explain each and every point very detailed. Guys, don't think about time. First, to concentrate on the what I'm saying to you. Forgot about time. Listen carefully and make a note. If you don't understand this, make a note. You comment your doubts. Later, I will explain you guys. That's all, guys. Thank you. Tomorrow again we start from fundamental data types, collect operators, and all we discuss tomorrow session, guys. Now I will upload this video in YouTube. We can refer. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.